Hello, do you have a fear of being judged by other drivers? Do you find yourself worrying about them thinking you're going too slowly or that they're going to honk the horn at you? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain why you've got it completely wrong and it's actually you that's judging yourself, not them. And I'm going to give you several tips and ways you can fix this within minutes. So I've worked as a driving instructor for over 20 years and I've taught over 1,000 people to drive. And one of the most common things that drivers will say, and it doesn't matter if they're new drivers or experienced drivers, they'll often say, oh, the person behind is getting angry with me, or I'm going too slowly, or they're going to start honking the horn. Well, here's one thing I do, and this is the first tip for you that you can do. I want you to actually look in the mirror. So I say to my pupils, look in the mirror. Yeah, and I say, look at the driver's face behind you. And they go, yeah, what expression have they got on their face? Well, none. Are they looking at you? No. Are they shouting at you? No. You see, straight away, you can break it by just realising that people are not getting angry at you. And you might say, well, what if they are? Because yes, sometimes they are. Sometimes people are getting impatient. But did you realise that if you start to have a panic attack at that moment, it isn't because of them, it's because of you? Because think about it, how do you know when someone behind you is getting angry? What have you just done? You've looked in the mirror, right? You might look in other mirrors. Well, do you get it? Do you see what the psychological trick is? If you don't know, I'm also a hypnotherapist specialising in driving anxiety, so I know about how the mind works. What are you doing when you're looking in the mirrors? When you look at the mirror, you're looking back at yourself. See, it's not the other driver that's scaring you, it's you. Subconsciously, without knowing it, you're looking and you're thinking of yourself, looking in the mirror. So why does that bother you? Well, it's because you are being your own worst enemy, right? You are looking at yourself and you're looking at all of your weaknesses or what you see as your weaknesses. You're highlighting all the negatives. What if I'm too slow? What if they get angry with me? What if they get out and attack me? What if this? What if that? It's all self-doubt. That other person in the car behind you is most likely taking no notice of you whatsoever. And here's a brilliant little tip on how you can fix this problem easily. I was going to put this in a different video, but I thought I'd insert it into this one. I want you to go and get a mirror. So I've just got this mirror here, and it could be any mirror, it can be large, small, whatever, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom. I want you to get your mirror, and I want you to just sit, stand. It's probably better if you sit, it's more comfortable, it's up to you. Just look in the mirror. And just look at yourself and don't do anything. You don't have to speak, you can if you want, but just look at yourself in the mirror like this. I won't do it for long because you're not going to be that excited by watching that for long. But when you look in the mirror and just watch yourself, don't do it for a few seconds, do it for minutes, maybe 5 minutes minimum, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You may be amazed what happens when you watch yourself in the mirror. Look into your eyes, look around your face, and don't be vain and thinking, oh look, oh damn, I'm looking great today, look at my hair, look brilliant. Right? Just look at yourself. I've never had that, but just look at yourself in the mirror and you'll be amazed when emotions come up. You might start crying. Look around your face, look at your mouth, look at your nose, look in your eyes. You're just looking at yourself. And most people never do this. Depends again how vain you are. You might spend ages in front of a mirror. But many people have never taken time out to just look at themselves. And in many ways, if you do therapy, that's what we do. When I was trained as a therapist, they said what you're really doing is just holding a mirror up to people. You're just reflecting themselves back at them. So that's a quick tip. Let's get back to the rest of the original video I recorded. But what if they are? Well, let's just imagine that you have got someone angry behind you and they are shouting at you. And I've had this in driving lessons many times. People get annoyed and it's quite funny. One way I kind of break the spell with pupils is also I make a joke, say, isn't it funny these people who don't seem to understand that learners are learning? You know, we're in a car with L plates on and sometimes a reef sign on and the name of a driving school on, and they don't seem to understand that you can't drive. And I've even had people lean out the window and shout, "Can't you drive?" No, that's why they're in a driving school car. That's one way you can break the spell, to make fun of these people. But what you got to understand is this, and this is a massive tip that can stand you in good stead throughout the whole of your life, even away from driving. You can only give something if you've got it, right? If someone comes up to you in the street and says, "Give me £1 million cash," I haven't got £1 million cash. Give me £1 million cash. I can't, I haven't got it, so I can't give it to you. So you can only give something that you've got. The same is true for hate. You see, if you're full of hate and you don't like yourself, those are the kind of people who get angry. They're the ones who are screaming, "Hurry up, drive faster, you can't drive," because they're taking their own hatred and vitriol and they're just firing it out. I can't do that because I don't have hate in me. I've got no hate to give. So I couldn't do that. Yes, I can get annoyed, but I couldn't swear at people and go marching up to them and bang on the window, and because I haven't got it in me to do it. Because I'm full of whatever you might want to call it, love. I don't want to, I don't like sounding too kind of, "Ooh, I'm full of love" and all that. But I'm just full of positivity, I suppose I'd say. So I might look at someone having a bad day and just think, "Oh, they're having a bad day." You see, it's not an expression of you. It doesn't represent you. Their hatred is representing what they feel about themselves, because you give to others what you feel about yourself. And if you want to start doing something that can overcome this, I'll put a link in the description to a video of mine that helps you overcome bad memories of driving. It's a brilliantly funny system. You'll see one of these people who was getting angry behind me in a driving lesson. It was some guy being sarcastic, sort of shouting "hello," just because we took a few seconds to pull away. And you'll see how we just make fun of him and it completely changes. And it's not that you're being nasty to them, you're just doing it in your head, you're making it funny. And there is a great saying, which I'll tell you now, and this is for anyone who ever has a go at you, has a dig at you, when you get people who attack you. Here's a great thing to say to them: "I am not who you think I am. You are who you think I am." Now, most times these people won't get that. I am whatever. Think about what that means. Let me know in the comments, what does that mean? I am not who you think I am. You are who you think I am. Check out these other videos of mine on the screen now for more help with this. And if you do want to take any of my courses to overcome driving anxiety, check those out as well. Thanks for watching. Visit my website firstdrive.com for even more help, and I'll see you again soon for more videos.